I honestly find it kinda funny that Dying Light 2 is using its updates to revert itself to fit along the lines of the first game. Pretty soon we'll have dune buggies like Mad Max and a new DLC that turns Aiden full volatile. Wait, what was that last bit?
Hello, Internet!
Welcome to a cop-out of a beloved internet franchise, where today I'm dissecting the possibility of the Night Hunter returning in one of Dying Light 2's future DLCs. Just a small disclaimer, I'm a certified idiot who came up with a pretty good idea in my eyes, so don't expect the video to be Shakespeare, but I'll try my best. I've got a few questions, and I think I have a few answers, but it's better to continue and see. First, we'll need to look at the end of Dying Light the following. There are 3 possible endings in this DLC, and I'll tell you now, only one of them is real. Considering the opening cinematic in Dying Light 2, Haran's virus was cured, not nuked out of existence. The game makes it clear that there is only one right answer. The only ending where Haran doesn't get blown to smithereens is the one where you oppose the mother, resulting in a fight of not insignificant proportions, and ultimately ends up with Kyle Crane becoming infected due to this quote-unquote cure that sorta looks like liquid divinium from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So great, it turns out that the Night Hunter wasn't nuked from the cannon, making it, well, at least to a degree possible. Well, now that we've dictated that it's possible, is it plausible? Baseline, the answer is clearly yes. Consider this. Why would the Night Hunter, the apex predator, be fine with chilling in the middle of nowhere where there is no food and no volatile hives for it to protect? Exactly. It wouldn't. The game makes it abundantly clear that Villedor is the last city and has plenty of hives and people to boot. So the motivation's there, but I had some troubles researching this topic as when I looked it up, I couldn't find a single measurement on how fast the Night Hunter moves. So I had to re-download the game and see for myself. There's just one problem with this. There's no in-game measurement either. The Night Hunter can't just put down a marker and run at it, so I had to find another way, and I believe I've found it. By running along the side of a measurable object, say for example a cargo crate, we can deduct that it takes 1.25 seconds to travel the distance of the crate. If you've paid any attention in physics, calculating speed is just distance divided by time. We know the time, but not the distance. It turns out that the average cargo crate length is 12.2 meters, meaning that the calculation for the Night Hunter speed is now 12.2 divided by 1.25, meaning that the Night Hunter is moving at 9.76 meters per second. Very fast, but just shy of Usain Bolt. With this metric, we can now deduce how long it would take the Night Hunter to get to Villedor. But there's just one problem. We don't know where Haran or Villedor is located, but the devs and in-game world give just enough hints for me to come up with an answer. The region of these cities have already been stated in the game. Haran is in the Middle East, and Villedor is European. I have an easy answer for Haran, but not Villedor. Haran is very clearly a representation of Wrocław, Poland. It even says so, right here. So, with our easy answer out of the way, we move to the slightly more difficult location. The first answer was simple. Well, in the introduction for the game, it just shows you where Villedor is on a globe, right? Well, yes, but it's a little more complicated than that. The globe we're seeing in the opening places Villedor on the equator, which, I shouldn't need to say, is not where Europe is. So that's a dead end. So what now? Just sift through hundreds of cities until I can find one that looks like Villedor? No, I deducted that Villedor is a riverside city, particularly one at a river intersection as seen by this map of Villedor. Using this map, sorry about that little thing, I was able to pinpoint a few cities that could be possible contenders for the title of Villedor. And I might say, guys, I think I've found it. 2 cities in particular interest me, that being Cologne, Germany, and Frankfurt, Germany. Just look at their architecture, the cathedrals, bridges, buildings and towers. All resemble Villedor to a T. But now we loop back to the original question. Can the Night Hunter make it to Villedor? Are you kidding me? Clearly yes, but how long would it take? The distance between Wrocław and Frankfurt, my personal choice as the river theory lines up better, is 723.3 kilometers. Now to calculate this to travel time, we need to divide the distance by the speed, not before changing the kilometers to meters. This gives us a calculation of 723,300 meters divided by 9.76 meters per second, which ends up equaling 74,108.61 seconds of travel time, or roughly 20.59 hours of running. Exhausting, sure, but possible? With the Night Hunter's rapid evolution, definitely. So the Night Hunter makes it to Villador. What now? Well, hopefully we'd get some great and unique gameplay, strong community bonding, interesting character story, and a reason to give Aiden the volatile powers in multiplayer, well-balanced yet fun PvP. It's obvious why this would be a good idea to make this DLC a reality, pulling in quite a lot of players from the old game, as well as people who don't even know about the game.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar.
Are you kidding me? What does this have to do with anything you've said within the last 7 segments of the video? If he doesn't have a good reason to be bringing this up, I will get my bot brethren to mass report the video for terrorism.
What are you ranting about now?
This guy brung up a completely unrelated topic in a theory video.
I'm gonna dox his coordinates.
Now look, let me explain. This really shouldn't be that hard to prove my point, but it's just gonna be monotonous, so I'm gonna have to come straight out and say it. Kyle Crane is the Night Hunter. Look, if you already believe this theory, you might as well skip ahead. But if you stick around, maybe you'll learn a thing or two. Point 1. In the canon ending of the following, Crane ends up turning after drinking some liquid divinium. As I said earlier, this has to be the only real ending considering no nukes ever went off in Iran. Point 2. In Dying Light 2, you can find a secret Kyle Crane shrine in a suspended cargo crate. The key detail is that there are pictures of the Night Hunter amongst all the pictures of Crane, and only Crane. Point 3. Kyle Crane and the Night Hunter straight up share a moveset. It's hard to find an ability of the Night Hunter that doesn't have a human counterpart. Hal has Survivor Sense, Tackle has Dropkick, Tendrils have Grappling Hook, Spits can even be seen as forms of grenades, and hell, even the standard swipe is just the swings of the Mother Boss fight. Strangely enough, the same ending as the one that supposedly births the Night Hunter. Point 4. Spike is still very alive, so why not him in his evolved form? Point 5. A considerable amount of the Night Hunter's sounds are altered versions of Crane's grunts and shouts. They even make the exact same howl at the end of the Mother ending. Okay, I think I've made my point. But why does this matter? Well, there's many reasons. It has been said that the liquid divinium good juice allows the inflicted individual to have control over oneself during the day, meaning we could actually have missions alongside with Crane, maybe curing him considering he had the strain of the original Haran virus. But that decision is left to the writing teams. Well, what did you think about this unique type of content? It was pretty difficult to make, but fun all the while. I don't think I'll do stuff like this very often, or even ever again. Maybe if I come up with another really good idea I might, but I think I'll leave it there. Keep supporting the channel, like, sub, comment, it's free, but most of all, have a good night guys.